Hello, here I would like to talk about my project, whose theme is the innovation of vernacular art in China. I will introduce its history, development, the present situation, and analyze some problems and some measures for better popularization. It's necessary to know the definition of vernacular. The French researcher Clément Chauhan explained that the word means something is specific to a country, an ethnic, or a group, including that which is handmade in-house. The vernacular art is then made by some untrained artists who don't think themselves as artists. And the vernacular art contains three important parts: the tribal art, the political art, and some sacred art. Why is it urgent to define vernacular art? Because Chinese classic aesthetic is special and independent of all over the world, influenced by the traditional religion and the Asian philosophy. So we need to think about that. How can the vernacular art keep its own character in the future? How can it adapt to the aesthetic of modern people today? What can we do to popularize today's Chinese vernacular art? We can see that some Chinese artists have begun to rethink the value of Chinese traditional and local art. Many regulations have been taken by the government to protect it in recent years. The cooperation of official and civil cultural institutions. The exposition of art are holding frequently in the title of Asian History Past, reflecting the Chinese history and philosophy. More and more young people began to join in the innovation. A large number of animation and film on the theme of Chinese traditional story are created by the young directors and are shown on the screen. Also, the innovation of the hand clothing. A friend of mine even set up his own company to protect and promote the knitting pottery, whose material technique is particular in his hometown. Without their love, they used traditional elements to restore the prosperity of local art. Here, I would like to show you an example of the innovation of the local art. Taiya, one of the Chinese 15,500 minority, whose 89,000 inhabitants mostly live on a small island in the south of China. During a long time, most of the pieces of art created by Taiya are produced for the tourist market, like some souvenirs that are made of bamboo. But the craftsmen copy what has been done in the past, without creating any new works. We should get to know that the contemporary art is a process of thinking about the world, a visual method to critique. The copy of older form of Taiya is not conforming to the idea of contemporary art, so its charm fades off. Now, the local organization, like the music, the cultural company, want to change the art of Taiya, basing on the traditional style, making them meet the aesthetic of all the Chinese, even though the foreigner do his. But some art critics express their view that the artwork of these inhabitants are obsolete because they have no spiritual expression, no question to the contemporary society through their works. Visual Institute of Taiya have organized a lot of activity to make change. For example, a global vernacular art festival was held. Many designers from all over the world were invited in Taiwan to improve some cultural exchanges. In this meeting, the designer of Taiya and those who came from the other countries discussed some social problems, such as the economic growth, the technology, informatics, the biotechnology, and the urban development. On the other hand, the government of Taiwan have made remarkable progress in a series of measures to promote the tribal culture. Many activities of art creation have been organized for the Taiya so that they can inherit. Many classes of tribal was built, and the teachers give lessons to Taiya children. All these lessons with their own beliefs. This school enable children to recognize and get interest in their own culture. Some museum and gallery also offer the chance to approach the art of Taiya. Everyone can observe, appreciate, and learn something here. These cultural institutes play important role in the transmission. Advanced through retreat. Many critics believe it's a good new way for China, even though for all over the world. Nowadays, Chinese artists re-evaluate the tradition to find a new way to think about today's social situation, political and economic. This way look forward rather than backward.